Yours Cheerfully by AJ Pearce. Read by Anna Popplewell. For my friends, the heart and soul of Emmy and Bunty. Congratulations. Letter to Woman Magazine, 12th of September 1942. May I congratulate all married women who are at present doing war work as well as running their own homes. At present, my wife and child are away from home, and every evening on returning from work I face washing, cooking, scrubbing, sweeping, and all the other household jobs which are normally my wife's province. In my splendid isolation, I marvel at the spirit of those astonishing women who can do all their household duties week after week, plus war work, and still look fresh and cheerful. Truly, never has so much been done by so many for so little appreciation. J.L. Sydenham. London, late May 1941. As Mr. Collins called a start to the Woman's Friend editorial meeting, to anyone watching, it was a perfectly normal Monday morning affair. Kathleen had handed out the agenda, each member of staff had a folder full of their notes, and, as usual, Mrs. Bustle had brought teas up to the 5th floor despite the stairs playing havoc with her unpredictable leg. "Might I ask, why are you all staring?" said Mr. Collins. He looked down at his waistcoat. "Do I have something on my tie? I haven't seen a fried egg in weeks." The entire Woman's Friend team burst into applause. "Congratulations," said Kathleen and I at the same time. "Hurrah!" cried Mr. Newton, as if Hitler had just taken a knock. Mr. Collins continued to look baffled. "Hello?" he said, as if he was struggling with a disappointing telephone connection. Mrs. Mahoney patted his arm fondly. "Well done," she said. "We are all ever so pleased." "Lovely news," said Mr. Brand in his quiet voice. Mr. Collins looked none the wiser. "About becoming our new editor?" I prompted. "Ah, that," he said, looking embarrassed. "Well, yes, thank you, everyone. Bit of a turn-up. Didn't think it was my bag." "Now you're just being daft," said Mrs. Mahoney. "With respect," she added quickly, remembering Mr. Collins's new, very senior role. "None needed," he replied quite happily. "Nothing will change. Mrs. Bird was hardly ever in the office, so you probably won't notice a difference. On the other hand, I hope, perhaps some." He paused and gave me a look. It was only the 3rd day of my probation, after all. "So far, so good," he smiled. "Plenty of time for a catastrophe, of course. Don't worry, Mr. Newton. I was only joking." Mr. Newton, our advertising manager, had gone pale. He was very good at his job, but did tend to look on the disastrous side of life. I felt myself flush. My first 6 months in magazine publishing had not gone entirely to plan, due to what my mother had called some unfortunate hiccups that couldn't be helped. It was very nice of her to put it that way, but not wholly true, as my father had remarked at the time. "I don't wish to be unkind, Elizabeth," he'd said to her, "but I think Mrs. Bird could be of the opinion that the unfortunate hiccup might actually be Emmy herself." He did have a point. Mrs. Henrietta Bird had been Woman's Friend's longest-serving agony aunt and acting editress, and as the new junior, part of my job had been to open readers' letters so that she could answer their problems. It had sounded straightforward enough, but I had struggled to come to terms with Mrs. Bird's approach to giving advice, which was slightly in the manner of Attila the Hun. It didn't matter that since the start of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?